everybody, I am finally back with another talking head, you know, on camera kind of video. Yeah, I got a new camcorder plus a new lighting setup, so yeah, I should be able to make much better videos from here, but anyway, no, that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is that lately I've been watching a lot of retro computer content on this platform. So channels such as LGR, PhilsComputerLab, MattKC, and Brutalmoose, those are just a few examples. They've really given me that retro PC fever. Oh gosh, I made that sound so horrible. But no, in all seriousness, it's actually a good thing because I've actually been meaning to get back into retro PC gaming for a while, but again, I just never got around to it. So then I just felt like, okay, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna take my retro custom build back out right here, and I just decided to play around with it again. You know, just to see what are the last things I did on this computer, and it's obviously the last thing I did on this computer, play some retro PC games, because this is my retro computer. But this, actually, fun fact, this was not gonna be the retro computer that I was going to show off in this video. I actually have an XP machine that I also want to make a video on, but that's for another day. Plus I felt like just going back to Windows 98 just because compatibility is just much better on 98. As much as I love XP, 98 is definitely better with older games, at least in my opinion. So yeah, now let's take a closer look on the PC build that I built 9 months ago, and I haven't touched until a couple of days ago. The specs of this computer include an Intel Pentium 4 Northwood 3.2 GHz, because I wanted to go Prescott, but me saying the word Prescott kinda already tells you the reason why. It's got 512 megabytes of SDRAM, it's got a 120 gig SSD drive, and the reason why I chose a 120 gig is because Windows 98 can only handle up to 128 gigabytes. So yeah, 120 gig is pretty much the max I can do. Now, the motherboard in this is I apologize if this sounds a little long, but it's a Foxconn i865 A65A01-PE-6EKRS. Yeah, that's literally the name of the board. Now, this board kind of has an interesting story to it, I guess. I remember when I was actually starting to build this computer, I actually got myself an Intel motherboard. The problem was when it arrived here, it was broke. So yeah, I remember that was so bad. I remember just having a miserable time just trying to get that to work, but unfortunately, yeah, I tried everything. I replaced the RAM, I changed CPUs, nothing could save that. So yeah, and I hooked up a new graphics card, I tried everything, nothing worked. So I ordered a new board, which is this one that's in here, and that's currently with us today. So now the sound card I chose is an AOpen AW744L2 YMF744. That's because there's like many different versions of the YMF744, but you know, they're the same thing. They're just from different companies, and there's different variants. So like, mine is the Cobra one. Yeah, PhilsComputerLab actually did a video about it. It's actually a really good sound card. I mean, is it 100% perfect, like with DOS? Not really. I mean, it's better than the Sound Blaster 128. Oh, that thing's terrible with DOS. But I actually just got myself a sound card a couple of days ago off of eBay, and hopefully it should get here within the next few days. So when I get that in the mail, I will be doing a video about that. So yeah, stay tuned, subscribe, like the video. I really appreciate it. But anyway, now the graphics card, I went with a 6600 GT because, again, at the time, yeah, and remember, yeah, like I said, this was 9 months ago. At the time, yeah, I was thinking, oh, let's build the ultimate 98, like the most powerful monster 98 machine, you know what I mean? But let's just say, because of, it's not really, and it sucks too, it's not really the graphics card that's the problem. It's these stupid drivers. Because the 6600 GT, or at least the 6000 series of cards, they have, especially the latest drivers for 9X, they are the worst. Like, holy crap. Like, when I play Midtown Madness, for example, the game doesn't even recognize the card. And usually the game recognizes the card no problem, so yeah, that driver is just all screwed up. Yeah, and by the way, this is 81.98 I'm talking about. This was that latest... Is it official? I'm not sure. It's giving me all those issues, but yeah. So yeah, the 6600 GT, it just wasn't working well with all of my older games just because of the driver. So I actually got... Yeah, actually, after that, I got Quadro FX 2000. Now, yeah, and I apologize, too, if I'm talking about PhilsComputerLab a lot, but, yeah, I watched his video on a good alternative to the FX 5800, which is an extremely rare card. So, I wanted to get this, because I thought this would not only be the most powerful, but the most compatible. Turns out, I was wrong. I shouldn't say dead wrong, but I was kinda wrong, so. Plus, I really don't like the blower fan on this card. It's just too loud, and I wanted to get something more quiet. I went with a Geforce4 Ti 4200. Now this card, I highly recommend this card for retro gaming because they say this is, this actually is a pretty cheap card. I paid about 30 bucks for mine on eBay, but again, this was like 9 months ago, so yeah, so take it for what you will, but yeah, plus the price probably went up on these, but yeah, this card worked great. Now, granted, I wasn't using the older drivers like I should have. I was still using, like, it was like in the 50s, the driver version. It was like in the 50s. No, not the 1950s. No, I'm talking like the driver version. But, so technically I was kind of using it wrong. But, yeah, but then unfortunately, after, like, what, a week? This card started showing signs of death, I guess you could say. It was giving me all sorts of graphical issues, and I checked to see if it was the driver. It's not. Even on Windows 98, like the operating system itself, it glitches out like crazy, so I think this card's unfortunately on its last legs. Then, a few days ago, I actually got myself a new card. I'll put a picture of it because it's already in the computer, but it's a Geforce4 Ti 4400. Now, I chose this card because not only is it more powerful than the 4200, I mean, not much more powerful, like, it's only like, what was it, like 50 megahertz more powerful? I mean, it's still pretty powerful. It's still more powerful, but it's not like a humongous jump, you know what I mean? One of the big reasons why I chose this card is because the drivers for it, or rather the earliest drivers, are actually older than the earliest drivers are for this card. That was a big selling point for me, was just the drivers were so much older it's just, yeah, I find it so funny that older drivers work better. It's just, at least with Retro's operating system, it's the craziest thing. I'm gonna show off some footage, I guess you could say, of just random PC games that I had lying around. I mean, this isn't all the PC games, obviously. Just to give you an idea of how it works and how flawless it is. Because it actually is, yeah, because this is a damn good card. I love the thing. But, anyway guys, I will talk after these few clips or whatever, and so yeah, stay tuned. Don't leave me. Do not leave me. I see you're gonna leave me. I see that. Another thing too, I do apologize for the audio quality for the gameplay footage. I had the computer directly hooked up to the camcorder's microphone port. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's how those, I'm not sure if that's how professional YouTubers do it, to be frank with you. I'm kind of new at this, so yeah, please forgive me if there's like any audio issues, but anyway, after this montage, like I said, I'll talk at the end, and I hope you enjoy.
Pepper, or should I say paper? That's how you spell it, don't you? That's what I heard. You can't spell or read too well. Hey, read this. All's quiet on the eastern side of the island. Well, if you overlook the flying Legondos and the Lego Bobs in the park, and, well, of course, Mrs. Post-Parrot is stuck in a car again, and old Pup Dog is at it again, chasing Joaquin the dog, and, well, Nubby won't stop talking about the mysteries of life, and actually, well, it's not very quiet at all.
We weren't expecting you to arrive so soon. I guess you drank some dangerously outdated milk. Don't you ever empty your refrigerator? Well, now that you're here, I'll give you a hint. You can escape this place, but only if you're clever. If you're not...
So yeah, that's my ultimate Windows 98 build. Now obviously, is this the ultimate, like the most powerful machine you could build? No, of course not. But I wanted to make this, or at least my main goal was to make this as powerful yet as compatible as I can. One of the big reasons I actually wanted to build this was so I can give you guys more content. You see, I've actually been planning on reviewing retro PC games for quite a while. I'm just trying to figure out a format of how to do it. Stay tuned for that. Make sure make sure you subscribe, hit the bell. That would really mean the world to me, but really this whole process, what it has taught me is that when you're building a modern computer, like my computer over on my desk, not this one, but the one over there. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that one I actually built myself too. It's even got water cooling in it too. Yeah, what retro PC building has taught me is that it's a lot harder to find the parts than you might think it is. Especially if you want to build like a really, really fast machine. If you're gonna buy retro PC parts, again, do your research, make sure the seller's legitimate, make sure everything works, basically. You might be thinking, oh, why didn't you go with an OEM computer? Well, the difference between OEM computers and custom built computers, even in the modern day, like with modern custom computers, is when you build a computer. I actually wanted to build this computer because I wanted it to feel like it was my own and not a computer that was technically, you get what I'm saying, right? It's kind of hard to explain. Like if you get a Compaq Presario 6000, I mean, I love Compaq. I absolutely love them. Honestly, building a retro PC to me was just way more satisfying than just going on eBay, buying an OEM computer and just put a part or two in it and you're done. No, I built this again from scratch. Anyway, guys, I'm actually, like I said, I'm gonna get a sound card, another sound card for this as well, which, again, coming in the mail, like I said 2 or 3 times, but I should have much better DOS compatibility with that card. So I will try and show off some DOS games on the computer as well once I get everything set up. So yeah, because I also not only wanted this to be perfect for the late 90s games, but I also wanted this to be great for DOS games too. Because I do also want to play DOS games on this and review DOS games. But what do you think? Do you guys think I need a floppy drive? Should I improve my retro PC in any way? Should I stop talking because I got an annoying ass voice? Let me know down in the comments. I would really appreciate, your feedback and support. I hope you all enjoyed, and until next time, peace.